Malacanang during the EDSA revolution, and you came to Hawaii together with the entire presidential entourage on February 26, 1986. Could you first tell us of your military background and position, as well as your educational attainment and business position prior to 86?
Yes, prior to 1986, I have been assigned as the military aide-de-camp of the president since 1975. I remember quite clearly that my first official job was to do the advance party to Shanghai and Peking during the establishment of diplomatic relations. As regards to my other military duties, I was also designated as commander of the Red Sector. Red Sector, by the way, is the ground where the Malacanang Palace is located, and this is manned by the Presidential Guards Battalion, a company of the Presidential Guards Battalion, and the members of the Presidential Security Unit who are in Barong Tagalog, and I was the commander of that sector. On and off, I am designated, or I was designated as appointment secretary, and also I was designated or assigned to several corporations, one as a chief executive officer or president or officer in charge of a steel company, and as a director of several government-controlled corporations, and as a member of the executive committees of 2 or 3 government corporations.
Okay. Were you brought to Hawaii on the basis of a personal choice or as a result of your circumstances, your duties with the president at that time?
It was, I would like to say, it was in performance of an official duty. Coming to Hawaii was not a personal choice. As a matter of fact, up to the time we were on board the plane proceeding to Guam, our understanding was we were going to be flown out or flown to Ilocos Norte, as I have been briefed the night before by the base commander of the United States Air Force Base in Clark that we will be flown out early in the morning to Gabo Airport in Ilocos Norte.
Okay, so to your knowledge, President Marcos was brought to Hawaii according to his wishes or against it?
To the best of my knowledge, and fortunately this was confirmed by many people, the General Escort who was assigned to the Joint United States Military Advisory Group, or the JUSMAG, is Ted Allen, or General Ted Allen, and also confirmed last year, this is no longer a secret, as Mrs. Aquino has said during an interview of Magtanong sa Pangulo, and we have the tape here, the lawyers have the tape of that interview with Radio Veritas, February of 1988, where she said that she wanted Mr. Marcos out. If he was not dying, she wanted him to be out when she was called by then Ambassador Bosworth.
Okay, you have remained with President Marcos.
By the way, I'd like to say that in the early morning of February 25, when the news, or when the responsible officers of Clark Air Force Base, General Allen and the base commander, Major General Gordon Williams, saw President Marcos in his officers' quarters, where he was temporarily billeted, and was told that he has to be flown out early that morning. He was surprised because the agreement or the arrangement was that in the morning we will be flown to Ilocos Norte. And first of all, we were told that we had to be removed from or evacuated from Clark Air Force Base because the place was surrounded by the New People's Army. And it was a very shallow lie. We said, you tell us the truth from one military man to another military man. And did you get an orders from up there or from your from the civilian authority to get us out of the airport by early this morning? And finally, Major General Gordon Williams admitted that he had been given an order to fly us out of the country. And that was it. We were not going to let it just be an easy compliance of an order. We were going to fight it out. Remember, we still had our long arms. We had our short arms. And we could have created a scene in that circumstance. But President Marcos said, don't put up any fight.
Do they say